Hello, Jamal Rashad here, coming to you today from Imesville, Maryland. Today I'm with Patrick Avon, aka Sarge. Say hello. You gotta say hello.
Hello.
ValorLives interview series, episode number 86. Why did I do what I do? Number one, because there's successful people who deserve to have their stories told. Number two, there's people who need to hear successful stories so they could be inspired. And number three, to let you know you could go out there with a camera phone and a selfie stick and impact the planet. So just like always, raw, uncut. I might edit it, I might do some special lighting, I'm not sure yet, but Sarge has been married for 23 years and he has 2 kids, and right now we are at Sarge Athletics, right?
Yep.
So, Sarge, why do you do what you do?
I think that fitness always came very easy to me, and I was always asked to help people, and I think I knew a couple of things. This is back when I was in the Navy. And as I got out of the Navy, I had an opportunity to start a fitness program, and so that was real easy before me because some guys looked at me and said, "Hey, you're in pretty good shape. Can you do this for me?" Mm-hmm. So I did, and that program was called the Sergeant's Program. We had one location in Frederick County, and that was in 1989. So it was a long time ago. So that sort of evolved into years later. I ended up selling that program and starting Sarge Athletics, which is about eight years ago or so, right here in Frederick County.
Okay. And thus, over the 8 years, what has been the proudest moment of your career so far?
I've had a lot of proud moments. When you work with kids and you get to impact their lives, there's a lot of them. I mean, most recently we have a young lady with cerebral palsy, and she came in and didn't want to use her walker when she goes back to school. And that's about 4 weeks ago. And she says, "I don't want to use my walker when I go back to school for her senior year." And I've been working with her mother, and her mother had some injuries from car accidents and stuff like that. And so I know enough about corrective exercise where I figured I could probably help her. And I made the mother work hard. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't easy on her. And I pushed her outside of her comfort zone, but she got better, and she's now moving well. And she says, my daughter is CP, and I've never worked with anybody with CP before. She kind of gave me a little bit of the lay of the land. So the girl comes in with her walker, and I said, "What are your goals?" And she's 19, and she says, "I don't want to use this anymore. I want to get rid of this. I want to have my senior year. I want to have a backpack on like everybody else, and I want to be able to move better." And I said, "Okay, let me see you move now." So she had the walker on. So I put some bands and some tubes around her to kind of light up some muscles on her body that weren't really working very well. We call it the posterior chain. Okay. Basically, the muscles in the back of your body weren't really engaging the way they need to help her stand tall. So we did a couple of simple things that her physical therapy group does as well. So there's no discredit to them because they're doing a great job. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so she's walking, and I said, "Well, let's get rid of this walker." So we kind of tossed the walker to the side, and all of a sudden, she starts walking. And she's moving kind of in an abrupt manner, but she's moving better without the walker. Mm-hmm. And I had the mother standing in front of her in case she fell, and I was behind her. Mm-hmm. And I was there to spot her, but I was actually crying. Mm-hmm. So it was really powerful to me to be able to help someone that drastically. Yeah, it's cool to get 40 pounds off of somebody and 15 pounds off of somebody and have somebody increase their weight or make a Division I sport or all that kind of stuff. But to be able to impact someone's life so much, it's been pretty much wheelchair bound most of their life in a couple of sessions. Now, I'm not saying I'm a miracle person because I'm not. Right. I just did a couple of things that worked. Right. And so we're just adding layers upon that. So I think most recently, professionally, that's probably my most, I guess, I'd give myself a pat on the back for that one.
Perfect.
It's been fun.
So, second question, or third question, and a little shorter answer, please. What has been the lowest moment of your career?
I made a mistake a long time ago and took on a business partner to do something that I could have hired somebody to do. So if you're a business owner, please listen to my advice here. Right. Don't take on a partner to do something you can hire somebody to do, because it's easy if the employee's not working out to sever that relationship. If it's a business partner, it's virtually impossible. So I would say that, and it's not a discredit to the individual, the relationship wasn't the right fit.
Right, okay. So you have 10 employees. Mm-hmm. So how do you create team culture so everybody's not killing each other?
Good question. First thing, we apply the principles of a book called The Energy Bus. And if you're not familiar, get the book. It's a phenomenal book. It's a very simple read, The Energy Bus. And it talks about taking ownership of your life, your career in this particular example. And it kind of gives the metaphor, the story of being on a bus. where, hey, if you want to be on this bus, make sure you're on the right bus, make sure the bus is going the right direction, make sure you're driving the bus, and so on and so forth. And you'll pick it up real quickly in the book. But there's a lot of rules. There's some simple 10 rules, and we kind of imply them here. And that's one of the main things. And being the owner, I'm here, so I sort of set the tone in the temple.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So do you have a morning, where do you see yourself a year from now?
In 1 year, we will have launched and successfully launched a new program called the Grit Athlete. And the Grit Athlete is an online version of what we do here at Sarge, because we can't impact the world, and we want to impact the world. The bottom line is the average kid today sits more than they stand. The average teenager works out the same amount as a 60-year-old. Yes, that's a fact. So if that movement level is that low, there's an epidemic coming at us really fast. So our approach is going to be with a program called the Grit Athlete, where we deliver our programs online worldwide.
Perfect. I love it. So do you have a morning routine, something you do every morning to get your day started successfully?
Yes, I do. Besides the obvious, brush your teeth, shower, and things like that. So yes, I shave everything every day. I don't always get this, but I try to read the Bible every day for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Try.
Perfect. What book or audio are you reading or listening to?
I listen to podcasts most of the time. I really got caught up in the news and all the craziness of the negative energy that was coming from the recent election, which was entertaining, but also I was finding myself being a bit soured and entering conversations I really shouldn't have been, because I'm not a political person. I'm interested, so I stopped that completely, and I just shifted to podcasts. Anything, for the most part, that Tim Ferriss is talking about. I really like Tim Ferriss a lot. He's a very good interviewer, and he brings on very interesting guests. So that's it, and I have multiple books I'm reading. But the great book recommendation is The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday.
All right.
Love that book.
I like it. And I will drop the show note or the links to those, what he just mentioned, in the comment section. Do you have something that you do on a daily basis that if you do not do it, your day does not feel complete? For some people, it's smoothie or meditating or yoga, or some people it is reading their Bible. Mm-hmm. So what is it for you that you have to do every day? 2
things. Okay. Number one, I do feel I have to work out, not because I'm a workaholic, because I'm not. Number one, I'm a role model for both my children and my wife, as well as the community, because I put myself in the position to be one. And so I embrace that very seriously and deeply. So I have to exercise at some level. That might be just picking up the weights that people left around, which sometimes they do. And I try to pray about things when I'm driving. I try to. Okay. So I was like, if I'm thinking about something negative or a situation, maybe somebody there's an illness, they need some of my prayer, then I will do that.
Okay, perfect. Any major life goals like Mount Everest or skydiving or scuba diving or learning another language?
Yes. Motorcycle racing. I've wanted to race motorcycles since I was a little boy. I'm a very adventurous person, so I've done most of the things you already mentioned, except Everest.
Okay.
And I have always wanted to race motorcycles, so I just started tinkering with it, and I'm going on August 13th for my 3rd race.
August 13th, a few weeks after this interview, or before this interview airs. I love it. So where did you go August 13th?
Yes, on August 13th, I went to Summit Point Raceway and raced on what we call track day.
I love it. Okay, that is so cool. So, do you collect anything for fun?
I want to collect motorcycles. Currently have one. It's in the parking lot right now. I'm a pretty motorcycle passionate guy.
Okay. Do you have any pets?
I have a dog. She's a Labrador, and every day I make that dog walk for 1 hour on the treadmill, because my wife said, you got to walk the dog. I said, okay. She didn't tell me anything else. So I learned that a lot of dog trainers walk dogs on treadmills to kind of take the edge off the dogs. So we have a treadmill. I personally hate treadmills. So I put the dog on the treadmill, put a little biscuit up front with some peanut butter underneath it, and had the dog walking every day. The dog walks for 1 hour.
I love it.
Slow.
I love it. So, who have some of your mentors been? Because business could be very confusing. So give me just 2 people that you have reached out to in the past and said, hey, what the hell am I doing?
On a business level, there's a coaching program called the Strategic Coach out of Toronto and Chicago. I go there once a quarter for coaching, and I had an advisor. So both the advisor as well as the group of men and women I'm with, that's on the business level. We really look at things on a macro level. Mm-hmm. And then locally, there's a Frederick County businessman who's an amazing individual. His name is Tim Malott, and he's a very successful man, but he's a very humble man. And I talk to him more on the spiritual perspective and the inner personal, and kind of help me make sure I'm staying in alignment with where I need to be spiritually.
Okay, perfect. So wrapping up, how can people get a hold of you?
My website, sargeathletics.com, is easy. My cell phone is 301-385-1685. Doesn't matter how you get a hold of me. I'm happy to help anybody in any way that I can.
Okay, we got time for one last question. Dream place to visit?
Israel.
Okay, give
Always
me
wanted to
one more.
I've always wanted to go to Israel, and I've always wanted to go to Greece.
Okay, ValorLives interview series episode number 86. Show some valor. See you next week. Bye.